7 to 8 hours a day, and try not to sleep too late. The recommendation is to try and get into your REM sleep no later than 11:30 at night. So that means falling asleep like around 10:30 if you can. And sleep will do a body good. The next one is that you don't chew your food slowly enough. Are you a Homer Simpson? Like, you can gulp down a donut in a single bite. If you are one of those people, I urge you to just slow your roll. If you can just honor the time that you take to eat food, to chew it slowly, to taste it without distractions, without technology, you will see the difference. When your mama said, don't eat so fast, it wasn't just about choking. It was about this. It was about the idea that if you slow down, not only will you digest your food more properly, because a lot of that digestion happens in your saliva, in your mouth, you'll also eat less because you'll feel fuller. If you're gulping down your food in 5 minutes, well, you don't really feel full until 20 minutes later. So you're ready for plate number 2, 5 minutes in. Well, your body hasn't registered that yet. So try and slow down, chew slowly, chew thoroughly, especially carbohydrates, and try and eat with someone. Studies show that you eat 25 to 30% fewer calories if you eat with someone. First of all, you don't want to look like, a straight up pig, chowing your food, like with basically, food all over your face. And you are going to enjoy conversation. You're going to engage with the person, and you're going to, by nature, slow down and be a little bit more civilized. You're eating. Look, I've been there. I know sometimes we get hungry. We in the car, we eating, and we don't want anybody to see us because we look like a Neanderthal. I feel you. I've been there. But the goal is to try not to do that, especially if weight loss is your objective. So chew your food slowly. Slow your roll. Honor that time with your food. It is your life force. It is giving you life. Honor it. Honor it. Honor it. Okay, the next one is, I can get all the nutrition I need from food. Now, I know this is going to raise some eyebrows, but bear with me. Have you ever wondered, is rinsing my produce with the water that comes out of the sink that I don't even drink enough to really clean it? Well, then you're one of the smartest people I know, because you're absolutely right. It's not enough. That's why we created the only all-natural and patented line of food wash and wipes, and it's called Eat Cleaner. It's tasteless, odorless, and lab tested, and it removes up to 99.9% of the residue that water can't, including pesticides, wax, soil, and junk that can carry bacteria that can really make you sick. Plus, we formulated it to help extend the shelf life of your fresh produce too, and that'll save you money. When your berries are lasting up to 10-12 days, you know that's a good thing. It helps your produce last up to 5 times longer using a natural blend of fruit acids and antioxidants. So there's no chemicals. It's just clean eating fun. And this can help save your family an average of over $500 per year. Make it easy on yourself, reduce waste, and get that fruit and veggies into your body, where it's going to do you a lot of good and not in the trash. Check us out, eatcleaner.com, or head to our Amazon store at amazon.com/eatcleaner. Here's the deal. Food is your main source of nutrition. There is no question. We should be eating whole foods every single day. Foods that are easily recognized in nature and not processed to a place where we don't know what it is anymore. That's the truth. However, modern day agricultural practices are showing that, number one, our soil is so deprived of nutrients. So a lot of our food is missing probiotics, all of those great gut bacteria and nutrients. Added into that, you've got food that's traveling all over the world that by the time it gets to us, it's lost a lot of its nutrient content, especially when it comes to water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C. So what's a guy or gal to do? Well, I am not ashamed to say that supplements are a big part of my everyday. I take a probiotic that's got 34 different strains of bacteria because studies do show that if you don't, not only or if you're deprived of probiotics, but also different strains of the probiotics, that it can lead to all kinds of issues, including an inability to lose weight, to regulate your hormones. There are studies that show that people with schizophrenia and personality disorders were missing these invaluable probiotics. And when they received them, a lot of these things started to get better, these conditions, even cured, which is amazeballs to me. So that is really, really important. I take just a regular multivitamin that is plant-based and food-based that's got everything that I need in it. I take collagen. I'm a huge fan of collagen, especially if you're above the age of 35. Your body really kind of stops producing it, and it's essential to your joints, your connective tissue, to your skin, your hair, your nails. You can start to see, the effects of age and gravity on skin sagging. I tore my ACL last year playing basketball and tennis with my family, and then decided I didn't want to get surgery and instead really bulked up on the collagen and weight-bearing exercises. And I am proud to say that almost a year and a half later, I can run, I can jump, I can box, I can do all the things that I was doing before, although I'm very aware and cautious about playing tennis. And I do that because I have those supplements in my life, especially the collagen. I also recently just started taking a glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM supplement that has hyaluronic acid with collagen in it for joint health and mobility. And I really, really am loving that. It's great. It works really, really well. I noticed that my nails are growing like crazy. Literally, I look like Dragon Lady right now because my nails are so long, and I decided not to cut them. I just want to see how long they get just for fun because they have never been this long in my life. So it's just interesting to see. I haven't changed anything with my diet, just with my supplements. So I am a living experiment to what they can do, but they do a lot. I also take CBD regularly. I take the non-THC kind. It helps, quote, soften the edges, as I like to say. Helps me deal with the stresses of life, and they contain essential omega-3 fatty acids along with a myriad of other pain-relieving chemicals that are natural, and it just helps me manage through my day and not stress so much. And I do take it in the morning and again at night. So that helps me a lot. And I take a few other things. If you want to learn a little bit more about all the things that I take, I will connect in the show notes an article that I wrote that's on our blog at eatcleaner.com about what I take. Now, it could help you, and it may not help you, but I'm just saying, if you're only counting on your food, you may be unpleasantly surprised. There are things that I do believe that are hard to get from food alone just because of the condition of our food, unless you are literally raising everything that you eat yourself and monitoring your mineral levels on a regular basis. I just say, why not protect yourself with a little more ammunition? Just make sure that the supplements that you're taking are good quality, or else you're just going to pee them out. All right. The next one that I want to talk about is hormones. Now, let me just pause for a second. Hormones are something that we all have. And I think we kind of just belittle them sometimes. We're like, oh, she's hormonal because she has her period, or he's hormonal because he's a teenager, or she's hormonal because she's going through menopause. No. We need to stop this kind of talk. We are walking hormones at every turn of life, at every phase of life. And if our hormones are out of whack, I don't care if you're 5 or 65 or 95, they can wreak havoc on your health. And at certain life stages, they have a tendency to get out of whack even further. So if you have tried everything, you have eaten properly, you are exercising without creating too much added stress on your body, you're sleeping enough, you're supplementing, you're drinking enough, you're doing all the things, and you cannot lose a pound, it's time to get a hormone test. I interviewed a wonderful source on this, and again, I will refer you to the show notes for Dr. Amina, and she talked extensively about saliva testing. I think this is a really wonderful way for you to just get your finger on the pulse of what your hormone balance looks like. You will find out very easily if your testosterone is out of whack, your estrogen is out of whack, your progesterone's out of whack, or any other myriad of hormones that help you fly the plane. If they are not balanced, you are not going to easily lose weight. That also goes for your thyroid. So everything is connected in that realm. So having a simple saliva test can answer a lot of questions for you. There are other types of tests, but Dr. Amina says that the saliva test is the most effective, and I believe her. So give that a go and just make sure that you are in check. In fact, I think we should just do this on the regular. I mean, what's it going to hurt? Especially if you are in perimenopausal or menopausal phase of life, perhaps you have gone through some trauma in your life where your hormones are out of whack, or any other myriad of things that can affect your hormones. Why not do that regularly, just as another checkpoint? So that's another thing that may be sabotaging your ability to lose weight. Another point is toxicity. Now, every day we are exposed to toxic chemicals. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's in our clothing, it's in the food. I mean, it's literally all around us. And we don't live in bubbles, my friends, and nor do I urge you to live in one, because that's going to really impair your ability to live a joyful life. However, every once in a while, it is a good idea to do a detox. And I like to do one quarterly. I do one from Garden of Life. It's got a liver, kidney, detox element to it, as well as some herbs and supplements that help you eliminate waste. And it just helps you detoxify. You detoxify through systems like that. You detoxify through sweat. There's a lot of research, especially right now, that's building around the power of infrared saunas in detoxification, something that you can take a look at. I am pursuing that heavily right now, as I am always looking at the different hacks to help accelerate great results. And you know, really the water is also another way that you're detoxing. I mean, you detox through your skin, which is your largest organ, in a big way. So exercising, drinking water, eating the right foods, and encouraging sweat is going to help release these toxins. Now, I have heard that infrared works a little bit differently than just sweating at the gym, for example, or sweating in a sauna where there's a wood burning element to it. And I will probably have an expert on the show here coming up very soon. But in the meantime, do a little bit of your own research. Those are all ways that you can accelerate the process, though. And hey, I just did a mask. It's something so simple you can do for your face. Detoxify your face. It'll make you feel great. little charcoal. And you can take charcoal supplements too, by the way, that will help detoxify you from the inside out. So toxicity can greatly impair your ability to lose weight. Mercury can cause it from fillings, for example. If you've been exposed to a lot of agricultural toxins from food and beverages, that builds up in your fatty tissue, and it's very hard to eliminate unless you take some concerted efforts to do that. So I'm just saying, a toxic body can be really a hazard not only to your health, but make the burning of